Greetings, my excellent friends. How did you... does that just mean that they started streaks 150 streams ago? Like, I guess so. That's weirdly coordinated, but all right. This is the last Tomb Raider 1 stream. Obviously, there's 5 more Tomb Raiders to play, so it's not the last Tomb Raider stream. But I think I've said before that there's a game that was given to me last week by a random email, as I often get, but I ignore most of them because, well, generally it's an indie game that doesn't look like something I'd want to play. Like the 4 out of 5 pitches don't work on me. Whereas this one, I'm like, that looks strange. I'll give it a shot. It looks complicated, though. I am slightly concerned it will be difficult to follow on stream because of how dense it looks. But we can always hop off if we're not. That said, though, this thing has 10 reviews so far, and all of them are popular. All of them are recommended. This one says, I never make reviews. I think this might actually be my first one. This game is worth it. If you're into that strange magic that things like EU4, CK2, those mix of story and strategy games can invoke, then grab this one. That's interesting. Corporate Fever Dream, the game. That's interesting. It's being compared to Crusader Kings. Well, hey, we streamed that, so that worked. Disco spreadsheet psychosis. I'm going to blind this. I'm not going to try and strategize, so I might just completely destroy it. But anyway, that's Tuesday. I'm not gonna worry about that when we still have one more level to do. So this is the Temple of the Cat, and if you'll remember, the ending of the last level was kind of weird because there was an enemy that just fell through a hole, and I guess the implication is that we're going down the hole now. All we have here is a switch. That's all we have. Okay. Notably, 4 secrets instead of 3. But one of them is like right here immediately, so I guess I'll just go get that and then it'll be like a normal level. And we have all of our guns back, I believe. We got the Uzis right at the end. Is that true? Yeah, we don't have a lot of ammo for these two, though, so we might want to stick to the basics. Until we get... 400 on the Magnum. I usually like to have about 500 before I start using them. Oh, well, there we go. If that's Magnums as well, then we can use them. Now 450. Close enough. I believe the secret is through this door, and in order to get it, we need to hit... Hey, buddy. Loving these protective cage bars that are preventing you and I from crossing paths. That's nice. They've got a frozen enemy and 2 med packs. I wonder what this switch is going to do. Okay. And are you happy continuing to be a frozen enemy? If I pick this up, you're gonna stay not active? Okay. It's good. I like it when you're not attacking me. Are you still not attacking me? Well, that doesn't look good. I feel slightly concerned about the frame and a half that I just saw. Yeah, okay, let's pull out the guns. No, we need to get out of there. Okay. That was good. I think it actually got quite stuck there. Now, the weird thing about this switch, according to the guides, is you actually want to hit it twice. Because it is only the second pull of the switch that opens the path to the secret, which you might notice, diddly-do, is the area with the enemy in it. So I'm not hugely fond of that aspect, but at least we got the diddly-do. I assume some kind of reward is to follow. Oh my god, what? Maybe we want the shotgun if that thing's coming close. I don't actually know where it's coming when it spawns, you know? Like if I back up here, does it spawn as I pick the thing up? No, it spawns now! And it has a buddy! Right, and let's try and get this done a little faster with the power of shotgun. Wow, that was terrible. What were you even aiming at them? I have no idea why that took 8 shots. That is many bullets, though. But I'll lay off the shotgun for a while, I guess. Magnums are currently rolling in it. That's good. That was a good jump. Didn't even need to grab on. It's perfectly sailed onto it. And we are still outside. Well, we're outside again, rather. This looks like somewhat of a more fenced-in area, which is good, because I did not at all like the whole kill field bullshit that they pulled at the end of the last episode. Like, that was the most... That was the most, immersion-breaking, clunky, terrible thing that I've seen in this game. Like, pretty much the only, like, really, this it didn't feel right to have that in Tomb Raider. Oh my... What? But that... Fuck... Okay, I think we are free of Boulder. We are not free of Boulder, we are not free of Boulder, we are not free of Boulder, we are not free of Boulder! This is annoying. No, stop. What did you do? How did you end up back there? How did I... Okay. How did I end up over there, then, if everybody... surface is a fall down? I don't even remember now. I'll take the 9,000 ammo stashes, though. Okay. Okay. Save 1,500. I am the safest man in Australia. Right, I think... That's gotta be every ammo pickup in that corner at least, but... Just get up there. Thank you. Is that grabbable? I think that... no. It looked like it was, to be... this is that borderline where it's like, ooh, that looks like you can just go right up. And you cannot. Another case of unnecessary lighting differential here. Looks like this is a path that we can slowly take up onto the pyramid. From any direction, truly. That looks pushable. I don't know why, though. Could you maybe just make a decision? Even if that decision's come eat the rich lady, like go ahead. Right, dead. Set deaths 300. So you're telling me I need to die 101 times in this level in order for us to reach an incomparable error? That's interesting, because I was wondering what the point of this block could be. There's a fucking... Okay, that's not actually movable. It just looked similar, and the other one's not movable either because it's buried. It was just hiding shotgun ammo. Okay, it might well be as simple as that. No other purpose except for the. Is this explorable, or is this just going to kill me? It is, and there's a door. Have I enjoyed the unfinished business levels? I struggle to answer that. I don't think I want to be down here just yet. I want to explore the rest of up there, because I don't want to get too carried away down here. I want to make sure this is actually where I'm supposed to go. They seem a bit pointless in the sense that there's no story. It's literally just a collection of... Like, these could be cut levels from the base game, you know what I mean? That's what they sort of feel like. I know they aren't. They're no better or worse than the rest of the game. I think, having just gone through the entire main game, it's like, oh, there's more. And the inventory reset restriction is just kind of... And it's annoying in the first half, and it doesn't really affect you in the second half. I wouldn't say I'm having a bad time, because it's still fundamentally a good experience, like in terms of the core gameplay that it's presenting. However, it's a bit uninteresting in the sense that it is just more. Only there's nothing pushing us to actually... Like, it very much feels like Lara just decided to go risk her life again for... Like, she's not even looking for anything. She's just proceeding through a level. So that's frustrating in a way that, you know... Surely they could have thought up something else. Just a tiny little... Oh, she's coming back... Ah! She's coming back because there was some other thing she needed to find, or somebody hired her to check up on this extra spot or whatever, I don't know. At least it would have been easy to do that for the Egypt ones, the Atlantis one. I don't know why anybody would ever want to go back there. You don't go in, do you? No. Then I'm not sure what your point is, because we can't move... Oh, I suppose we... Damn. Tomb Raider 2's expansion has 5 levels. You get an inventory reset at the end of level 4? Do you mean that you have to do levels... Do you mean that in the same way that, like, 1, 2, and 3, 4 are connected? In that one, 1 through 4 are connected, but then the 5th one is just its own weird thing? That is strange. Okay, that's about what I expected. There's a hole in there. A hole that hurt. There's a switch, a door, and a med kit. Okay, so it looks like, and if I look at the map, it looks like there's... This and the water are both separate paths. I assume they both lead to... something I need in order to progress, but I just want to keep exploring before I commit. I just want to keep exploring before I commit. What a sentence. Yeah, okay. We're looking for 2 keys. Those 2 paths each lead to a key, and then that key will open that door, and that will lead us deeper into the level. That's what we're doing. Now I can commit. Now I know what my long-term goals are, so I can commit. But first, look around for extra shit. Is it similar to Unfinished Business in that they are basically more levels to do with the scenarios, set pieces of the first game? Like whatever. I don't know where you go in Tomb Raider 2. I assume that they give you another... Like, this game had 4 places, right? And then Unfinished Business expanded on 2 of them. So I assume levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Golden Mask are set in one location, and level 5 is set somewhere else. That's a weird spread. Like, that's very strange to do 4 levels in 1 instead of, like, 2 and 3, you know? Or even 2, 2, and 1 if you wanted to do 3 segments. That seems to be everything that's here. Oh, okay, so the Golden Mask gives you new... I think that would make me more excited. I think one of my... Like, I don't want to say, no, I'm not enjoying these, but I want to say that they're kind of mid. I think that's a good way to put it. I'm not thrilled about these 4, but I'm not, like, wishing they weren't... I'm not wishing I didn't have to do them. I'm just like, well, more Atlantis, more Egypt. I'm happier to be here than more Atlantis, I'll say that. Like, because I was not that fond of Atlantis, so having to do more of it was kind of a pain. Whereas... Yeah, the first Egypt level that we did on Thursday was quite interesting. I liked the outdoor segment with the exception of the kill field. That's amazing that they did that. I hope they never do that again. You're playing this game on your tablet. You love the game since 1990. Tablet is interesting. I guess if you've been playing them for 30 years, you know the controls inside and out, no matter what format they're in. Do you have a controller stuck to your tablet, or are you touch-screening these jumps? I don't know how touchscreen tank controls will work, but good luck to you if that's the case. Oh my god. Why am I surprised? When I say kill field that I was complaining about, what I refer to is in the 3rd level of Unfinished Business, the one before this one, the first Egypt level, shall we say. Oops. When you go to the outdoor area at the end, you can effectively reach the map border, and then the game will just kill you. It will just kill Lara because apparently she got tired. and I found that to be very disappointing. But the rest of the level was very good. Okay, the crocodile's dead. Let's just make sure these are equipped for next fight, but I always, whenever I'm safe, I will swap to my default guns because I don't want to waste ammo on something that isn't threatening me. So when I'm shooting crocodiles in a barrel, I cheap out and give them the baby bullets. Alright, here we are. Where are we, though? There's the first key. That wasn't complicated. Is that really it? Why do I feel like picking this up might have spawned an additional enemy or 7? I do think that the nonsensical enemies out of nowhere game design can be a bit cheap and tiring, but I think I'd feel better about that if the combat was more engaging. I don't know that they could do much for the year that these came out, but I'm definitely more interested in the climbing around and wrestling with the controls than I am the climbing around and wrestling with panthers and crocodiles. Alright, where's the other hole? Here it is. Up you get. There we go. This hurt me when I fell down here before. Let's see if we can avoid that this time, because we are not full health, so it'll be harder to tell. But we're not bleeding to death either. It still hurt a little, because the health bar showed up. If it doesn't hurt you, then the health bar doesn't show up on screen. Don't think I can do anything about that. Okay, last time we pressed the switch, we got attacked. No attack. I do think it's a shame that the new graphics removed the sparkle in that cat effigy's eye. Like, they've made it look good. It's very vaguely there. It's just a lot less, like you have to... I thought it had been removed. If I look at it from over here, it looks like it's just the iris and that it's been removed. But if you zoom in, you can see that it's got the little lens flare coming off of it, but it's tiny compared to that. Hello. Is that it? Just some shotgun shells, nothing to report elsewise? Kind of a shame. Okay. For a second I thought I'd found a secret, but I have not. The next one is coming up soon, though, according to the map on my second monitor, which I'm not ashamed of using. Come in. Good enough. And where was the key door again? I think it was on the other side of here. Yes. But yeah, this stream will probably be a bit short because normally on a weekend I would do a level and a half. I don't expect to have enough content to fill the time, but I also might take the opportunity when we finish to install Tuesday's game and make sure that it works, so that's not a bad thing in the end. Okay, it is dark. Very dark. Let's take a look at that. What? What? Why? I can vaguely make out some vines. Oh, okay. You can actually see down there in the old graphics. That's just a flat dead end. Is it? Oh, hang on. Is that a switch? Why is it that you cannot see that at all in the new graphics, but you can here? Yeah, there's a switch right here. And this is what it looks like under the modern day. No feline vision. Turn on the lights in the temple. That's good. However, this is one of the reasons why I have the map open to consult. Let me just get rid of you first. There is, I believe, a wall somewhere here. I think it was along where I just was. That contains a secret. But that secret might be this, actually. Closes when you turn the lights on, and it will never open again. So we need to stumble around in the dark a bit before we can safely turn the lights on. That looks so stupid. I know it's a draw distance thing, but Jesus. Once you get in here, it just looks like the world disappeared. Anyway, we've got a bit of light here in one universe. Oh, a bit of light here as well in this one. That's good. Is the panther still here, or does that show up when you turn the lights on? Oh, he here. Actually, that's a way to get some light. I didn't think about this. Lara lighting her path the American way. But here, instead of being shut, this is open. It's all it's got is a medkit, but still, it was one of the 4 secrets, so we want it. 2 out of 4? 2 out of 4. This method works very well in the dark until you go into a level with friendly NPCs that turn hostile when attacked. That doesn't exist in Tomb Raider 1. Well, I mean, I hope it doesn't, because there weren't... The only human... I can't imagine any animals that would act that way. And the only humans... I guess there'd be ones that'd be neutral. I don't recall any NPC not trying to kill me in this game. Anyway, I don't believe there's any other reason to leave the switch unpulled, so we're going to pull it now. Okay, there we go. It sure is a good thing those ricochets you hear aren't coming back to you. It's also a good thing that I swapped to my infinite ammo gun and did not try to do that with the magnums, which would be thoroughly depleted in that case. And now that's shut, but that's fine because the secret is still considered gotten. And we can see! And that is a hole. And that is an enemy. Great. Roar, roar, growl, growl, bitch, bitch, bitch. One moment. Okay. Is that growling coming from nearby? There seems to be more falling to be done into water. Is that... Is this the other side of where we were in the beginning? I think it might be. Feels like there's a current here. Am I getting pushed? No. There's a door. Maybe I'm getting pushed. Oh yeah, we're getting pushed. Look at that. We did not ask to go in that direction. We are standing still. Well, swimming still. Let's not fall immediately, because I don't know what else is up here, and there's no reason not to check. Do not like that I can hear enemy, though. But I suppose it's better than the enemy existing and remaining unheard. Okay, that looked like it did nothing. There is a panther over there, yay. Is this one gonna do something? Maybe they both open that door together. Oh, I got the shit eaten out of me. Great. I guess we didn't save? I thought I did. Well, that wasn't the goal. That was the goal. Right, door open. Could I shoot you the coward's way? Quite possibly, but I do need you to come back. Any time, any day. Fine. Oh, now you're back. This one is just locked in. Holy shit. Come on. Show your snarling, growling face. Let me pepper it with metal slugs. The water was not my goal. Oh, this is annoying. And that one can't be grabbed. Great. Okay. Dead. Not really sure what the point of this section is. Maybe we don't have to fight that guy. Oh, I'm so smart. Okay, great. Let's go through. Why are you shut? You should be open. Don't tell me this fucking thing's on a timer. Two switches. Why would a two-switch process be on a timer? That's crap. Nope. Well, bugger him. We clearly don't need to fight him, so I'm not gonna. Hey! No 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 nobody. Could you guys come back? Just come back. Just camp out underneath this well put together shooting window for as long as it takes for you to bleed out. That'd be nice. I assume I need to use the rest of that waterway to get out of here. But for now, I can pick up this. A key. Another one. And then, yeah, after that, it's a problem. Okay. Right, much easier to shoot you in this wide open one. What the fuck? Why is the wall animated? Now, I understand that video games have that power, but what would cause, in an ancient Egyptian tomb, that? Oh, hey, Panther. And goodbye, Panther! You know, if the goddess of this place is alive, I'm probably not happy with all the murdering I'm doing. That is way too far. Oh, there's another one up there. This is just too many panthers. It's also too many keys. Another one. Right, that one's dead. That one's dead. Are we all sufficiently dead now? I have 3 of these keys. There's a 4th one here. And, dear God, a 5th one here. So if there was ever a need to unlock something in the Temple of the Cat, I got it. Watch there just be 5 keyholes in a row here. No, watch there be 6. Watch it be that I haven't actually gotten the right amount. There's one, there's one. Is that 5 or 6? Oh, no, it might just be 5. Yeah, unless there's some on the other side. Then maybe there's 10 keyholes. Ah, 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 ah. Doesn't look like it, just on that north side, eh? That looks like a door. And that looks like a door. Okay. Key time. It did nothing. Key number 2. Nothing. Key number 3. Nothing. Key number 4. That's right, you guessed it, nothing! But key number 5, I think key number 5 might do something. I think we're going to break the sequence here and have a key that has an effect. In fact, I'm going to say it's not even just that this key is special. I think whichever key was 5th, that's the one to do it. Or not? Hello? Hello, video game? Oh, there we go. That opened. There was another one though, wasn't there? Did we open anything else? It is still closed. That is not helpful. That is not helpful at all. But it keeps the level linear, I guess. Oh, that's not a switch, that's a door. But there are little holes in the wall. Let's check those before I move on to the next room. That seems empty to me. Unless it's a secret pressure plate, in which case I'd have to stand on it. I'm not going to try that. Oh, spikes! Oh, shit! Nope, we're fine. Accidentally stumbling off the edge into the spike pit didn't kill me! That's unusual. No. Running jump across, I guess. Not running, that wasn't running! Press jump too quick. There we go. Now, where does this lead? Does it lead to spikes? No. I'm genuinely surprised. It leads to a switch. That opens that side door. Right? Now that leads to spikes. Also, Blue Moon, you weren't here at the beginning of my stream when I talked about the indie game that I was given, right? I think you in particular should maybe pay attention. Based on what I was reading about it. But I will wait for you to tell me you don't remember and weren't there for me to speak it before I start repeating myself. This is actually a bad spot. I need to do a running jump from the original platform. That wasn't it! No, hee-haw. Are you kidding? Well, there were a number of Steam reviews comparing it to dystopian corporate Crusader Kings. 2 of those 4 words appeal to you, I believe. Oh, was this just a dead end? It's the other way, right? That's funny, because I thought, there was another path to get out of here, but I guess there isn't. So I did not have to go this way a second time. Okay, but then how do I get out? back up here. I will send you the Steam page for it, and you can read those reviews yourself, and also see the graphics that I'm not super well vibing with, but I'm gonna look past that. I've played games I didn't like the look of visually before and still had a great time. Whoa, I did not mean to fall in there. So what do we have here? Because we have that hole, which seems to lead to a decently complicated section. Is there anything above and around here that we... can glean any use or value from? No, it's the water or bust. Alright, well, let's bust on into the water. Ooh, the ammo. Fuck! I was seconds away from saying, with my human mouth, that I sure am glad there's no enemies in here. What I don't know... Stop eating me! Is what the purpose of this section is, other than to drown the Tomb Raider, which seems to be what's about to happen if I don't... Oh good, I did a full circuit. There's nothing in here except crocodile. Aha! A switch! There's just one problem. I'm dying! So we need to find that. Without doing the die. There it is. That was easy. Wait, where the hell am I? I'm gonna get eaten is where I am. I mean, gonna get eaten land. Let's get out of there. I thought the only air pocket was the way out, not the way nothing. Oh, fuck off. I don't know. Is that shut the way I came in? Because that looks new, but it's still one way. That's weird. Why would you shut the way I came in? Here, mummy. Please enter. I don't know why the inventory came up twice. Okay, well, if you're going to charge in, then I'll let you do that. But then you don't. Okay, they did. Well, deader. Two switches. No items to pick up. And down here is nothing. It's not even a staircase that keeps going. It's just goes up and down between corners. That's weird. It's just like a little moat. Well, let's see what these two do, whether we need to hit them both, or whether one's a hee hee ha ha fuck you, here's a bunch of enemies trap. That does in fact open something, that's good. And what about you? Hang on, what? Did that boulder come out of the thing 10 opened? Is that... No. It came out of there. Which before I hit a switch... Did I just not see that? I must have just not seen that, okay. So 10 is not needed to make that possible. 10 and 11 being their numbers on the map. Yeah, I can see that 11's labelled with that boulder, but I don't know where 10 is. It must be a different part of the map. That does not look familiar, if I zoom out. Oh, that is very far away. Oh, no, it's the other side. Okay, I get it. I get it. Curious. Okay. Well, both of them are worth pressing, then. And, yeah, a rare not-a-trap boulder, because the only way to get it to move puts you where it can't threaten you. Speaking of being threatened by things, hello, crocodile. Would you like to be dead? Do you have any desire to, like, come out before I get through here? Well, anyway, you're dead now. What is the point of this? Oh no, there we go. This feels like a boulder chamber, but... Nothing, just horribly bright yellow lighting on the other graphics. I sure hope I land in water. I've been here before. Curious. No, don't. Where am I going now? The other door was on this side. This... Oh, there you are. I was gonna say, this looks suspiciously empty. Let me see the mummy statues in the corners. Alright. What triggers... Yo, that looks like a door to be opened as well. We have ammo here. I feel like I'm gonna pay for this. No. Okay. I'm gonna pay for this one? No. There's no less than 4 of these fuckers. 6, actually. Eight! How's my ammo totals doing? The Uzis are at 1,000. Let's use Uzis if these guys come to life. When these guys come to life. Will these guys come to life? I think these guys are going to come to life. And they didn't come to life on the way in, so they're probably going to come to life on the way out. If I hear you, douchebag. 1. Why only 1? I don't trust that. What was that? Was that a... There's a medkit over there. There's also another one. And another one. And another one. What are we looking at now? There's 2 more on one side. Two more on the other. We've done half. I'm assuming all 8 have their own specific wake-up tile. How many did I just get? Just uno. Pulling that moved at least one as well. Two more, unless they don't have activators, but I'm sure they will. There was still like ammo to pick up over there. Would I imagine be possible though to skip one or 2 if you do it right? I don't know where these tiles are, so I wouldn't know how to do it right. Arguably, when I'm spending that much Uzi ammo killing them, this one might not be worth grabbing. But sometimes it's not about the value of the reward, it's about the process of retrieving it. Oh, look. It's alive. Seems like we did in fact miss one, which I don't mind, because killing all of these guys is not necessarily the goal, unless he wakes up as we walk out here. Did he? No. Whether that's a red herring and he doesn't actually wake up at all, or whether that means his is somewhere there. I just didn't stand on it. We don't know. This area kind of has the third secret, it looks like. What am I looking for here? There's a bridge, and we ignore the bridge in order to go find the secret. Okay, we'll look at that when I get closer. Not this way. This way. We're going upstairs. Oh, for fuck's sake. I was really lucky to be looking behind at that point. Did you spawn, or are you the one from... So no, we didn't miss one. Oh, shit! Right, that's a lot of damage for a slide. Why did that kill me? Yeah, I'm not sure how far up here we need to go to trigger that guy, but last time I got all the way to the top, so... Let's get him! Eventually! So that just kills you? That's not a normal death? Because, yeah, my health bar is mostly full. Let's try the other side, then. Oh, there's something weird about that room. That is very bright. But yes. That must be like getting murdered with the power of the sun or something. It's very bright all through here, actually. In fact, it's fucking uncomfortably bright. I can see why they toned that down. Ow. I can definitely see how you would die if you were to reach the bottom from here. It does not appear... Well, that worked. But you can't take those paths. Oh, well, hang on. What's that? What are those side holes in the walls? Sorry, next one. Thank you. Of course, what do I do from here? I don't... Straight up, no. It's because there's no way out of there, so they cut out the week of you dying of dehydration. Incredible. Nope, that's the same problem. Oof. This feels bad. What? I fuck... No. That was... Those were walk steps. I had the walk button down. Okay. What is the goal here? Because, like, clearly being at the bottom is bad. Oh, this might be it. Fat! And that side isn't as useful, I don't think, because you'd have to... Yeah. Shimmy do 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 do. It's really boring do 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 do. Da 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 da. Thought so. Hello, cat. What are you guarding back here? Just a switch. Okay. So that gives us the bridge. Which is nice. It means we don't have to leap over. However, down, deeper and down, I believe a secret doth lie. Ow! Stop doing that! That's better. Too much ow. No. You were supposed to grab onto the next one down. That's why I let go of the button and then pressed it again. I know that works. It's worked before. Okay, I guess it's not working now. Cool. Yay! Don't ask. No! I think, yeah, we want to be down there, but... I don't care enough. I have enough med packs. I will take the damage and move on with my life! As we get the long-awaited, much appreciated diddly-dee. There's just one more diddly-dee left in Tomb Raider 1. One more. And we've diddly done it. Fuck! Oh boy. Guess we're back here. Don't listen to this diddly-dee. This is a fake diddly-dee. We already got this diddly-dee. This is not the last diddly-dee. Still one more diddly-dee, okay? Could you get on the fucking side? I thought that would trigger the boulder. And then I could get out and I'd be all safe and stuff. And there wouldn't be another death. Can I jump over? No! You can. I've done it before, but I don't think I can do it from this angle. Maybe. Not like that. Yeah, I think you can do it when it's more flat. Well then, what am I doing? Because there we go. Right. Now, so long as there isn't a second boulder, we should be... Fuck! I didn't know that was going to happen. Oh, wrong way! Nope, dodged that one. I dodged the death. What? Why did you go forward? That is... What the hell? What is that? Stop going forward! That is the death direction! It's extremely easy. You just get out of the way. Okay. But what about second boulder? Yeah, I know. That one we just go in here. But what about third boulder? Shut up! But what about the post-boulder panther? somewhere out there, in a world where certain properties were more popular in the West than they are, there would be a meme of a squashed Lara ascending to heaven, and then just Sun Jian looking at her fondly with first time. Somehow that bridge is gone. I really hope the door to the right is open. Good. Because that's the next section. Because, like, you don't have to do anything other than pull the switch and then leave via the bridge. You don't have to do what I did. Unless you want the secret desperately enough to chuck yourself into the pain lands. But that disappearance of the bridge had me a little concerned about the potentiality of a timer. But maybe it was just disappeared once you've taken the secret path because they wanted to clear away the clutter and make sure you didn't try to go that way again. Anyway, that looks like the path to the right, but is there anything... Those look like dead ends, right? Those green... That's weird, they're only green in the new version. I guess to blend in. Those orange-looking ceiling things could open. But I think this is the only way that I can go forward. I'm dying. So dramatic. Ah! Right, so I think my problem there was stopping to pick up the medkit and ignoring the sounds of the oncoming crocodile. Don't do that. That's dumb. This is not the right way. There's the first medkit. And the other one's around the corner. Only this time, I will be prepared with bullets. For God's sakes, of course there is. Come on. Look at me, I'm bait. Come on. Not the first raider here. Stare at the ancient image on the wall for 5 seconds. I was not looking at the wall. I was killing the crocodile. Let's see what you mean by the wall. That, I guess, but that's the floor. Hello, Panther. Hello, Panther. Where are you going this time? Oh, God! Sorry, I didn't realize he was that quick. Like, he's got a bit of a walk to get here. I guess I stuck around looking at the walls, didn't I? Well. All I wanted to do was stare at the walls for a bit. Right, well, we've put holes in the ceiling. So now we must do our due diligence and crawl up them. Eva! This level has got quite a bit of juice to it. It's not as slow a stream as I thought it might be, maybe. Oh, fuck off. Maybe it's a good thing. All I had left was this. That looks like it'll do something soon. Is that the other way up from down there? It is. Stop going in it! Did we just... okay. That's strange, but alright. Ooh, we're kind of angled here. Not enough to slide, thankfully. Never gonna not be a little freaked out when the doors automate. So that's a pair of switches. That's a pair of switches. That's a pair of switches. And that is a closed off doorway. So what do we do with 6 whole switches? If you answered, press them. You might just be onto something. Why'd the camera do that? And what does it signify? And did anything change? That looks like a solid no. Good start. Oh, that sounded like something just reset. Hang on a minute, let me do this again. Right, we're hitting both of those opens this, which takes me to I don't know where. Takes me nowhere. Nowhere nice. Takes me nowhere nice. Takes me to hope you got your guns ready land. Where is it? In the ceiling. Speaking of ceiling, I have been sealed in here. Great. Extremely happy about that. Well, that was difficult on account of the camera refusing to show him to me. What on earth? Apparently this section is extremely complicated. Let me go back to the switches. Because now that I look to the text guide to be like, oh hey, the last secret's here, and apparently it is very complicated. So let me just do this verbatim. So yeah, this is apparently a trap room. There's an achievement in there, but I'm gonna skip that. Hang on, was that door? This? Something happened here? Let's just stare at it while I read. Stand just outside the gold door with the stuff. Oh, here. Doing so opens The small door at the far north. But not for very long. Do you mean stand here? Ah, okay. So you want to run to here. Right. That's not great. There. So here's the secret. Not that I can really move very well. Inside is a warren of rooms with movable blocks. You will need to rearrange them in order to reach the secret room and get them back, and then get back out. That's concerning. There's an achievement for doing it with a minimum of moves, but rather than follow it too closely. Let's see. I pull this out. And the other one in. There's a switch. Don't know what it does. Maybe it opens the door, but that's a door I'm going to block right now, so that I can get through here. Now, I would guess we would want to get you out of the way. This middle spot seems workable. Yeah, that brings us to a new one. I'd imagine we would want to pull this out rather than in. We have a bit of space to work with here. This is currently in the middle, but it doesn't need to be. We can pull this down to an out-of-the-way spot. Probably not there, so that we can still put things out. But this corner here should be fine. This is the sort of puzzle I'm alright at. Then if I keep pulling you out twice. Have another open-ish area. The only way, though, that we can pull this is this way. Can't go any further than that, and then we have to pull it out straight, so we might need to make more space. Because there is a damn another one. Okay. I assume you don't push in. You do, but that might not be what I want. That's the secret, but... I don't know, you might have blocked off something there. Got the achievement for all the secrets, which is nice, but, if we try to pull you out, how well can we do? We'd need this... If there was a spot there, it'd be more helpful. So we can get you to here? Can we get you to that corner? Don't think we can. If we could get you to here, we could. We can only put you there, and then you're stuck there. Problem now is that this one here will kind of get stuck here. Unless we send him all the way over there, I suppose. Get you to the other side, though. That help? We then get you into that corner? I don't know. We can push to the right now. Because we can move through you. Yeah, that's it. Okay. There is a free space in that corner, but I don't think we'll need it now. I think we just need to get you out twice here, and then we're free. Now we should have access to everything in the secret. It's literally just a medkit. Oh well. Take it, though. Now we need to get out of here. Which means we need that to get out of the way. Which is harder than it... Maybe, I could just push it in towards there. Yeah, that's not hard, actually. That's fine. Okay. I got the achievement Sokuban. Getting all secret items and leave the room. What was that? Is that for just getting everything? Leaving the room by moving the blocks no more than 24 times. Right. So I did it carefully enough. That's good. Okay. Well, that secret's done. Now I don't need to worry too much about the... specifics. So yeah, there's 6 switches here. You only need to go through one door, though. Let's go through the one on the left. The one in the middle apparently is a dead end. But the left and the right both lead you onwards into this larger chamber. This one seemed safer. The other one had me get attacked as soon as I walked through. But I believe this area is the same regardless. Yeah, that's where we came through last time. Let's not go that way because I don't want to trigger the mummy that drops from the ceiling. But we should be finished soonish. We've got all of the secrets. We've got the last diddly-dee. I was too distracted by block puzzles to really celebrate that, but we did it. I'm happy with that. I don't quite trust that this area is free of enemy just yet. Don't know. It definitely isn't. I can hear you. Could you... not be as so bastard hard to hit? There we go. Oh, look, another movable block. Whee! This one was hiding another medkit. I mean, we gotta be near the end, right? Do we need that many more medkits? Interesting. That looks like it's where we want to... oh, there we are, actually. I'm hoping to finish soon because I'd really like to eat some food. I hear you, but I do not see you. Where are you? Also, what is the point of this? Other than a quick trip downwards, I don't really know what that climb up was for. But there doesn't seem to be any other paths. I mean, we do have blocks we can climb up, but they just don't seem to go anywhere. Hope it doesn't involve hitting more of the switches back outside. Because like that looks promising in theory, but like Can I jump to that? I don't feel like I can. It feels too far away. Oh, we just jump. Okay. That makes more sense. Except for the part where it really did not look like a makeable jump, but whatever. Take what we got. Live the life we're given. Hey, hello. So it should be 3 shots per. If it takes 4 shots to kill him, we missed one. Which is often the case. But it's very hard to judge hits and misses in this game's combat. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing in this section. Oh, hello. You look like you're taking me further in. Yes, very good. See, that sounds like a panther growl, but then sometimes I hear that and a mummy comes out, so I don't know. Well, there's some ammo. Got a lot of Uzi ammo again. Maybe we'll swap back to using them. Although, at times the shotgun is better. Now that I figured out how to use it. I didn't like it for like all of the base game, but now that I know how to use it, it's like, oh, actually, this is good. Alright. Oh, hello. Wow, good jump. Not. That is, in fact, a massive cat statue or panther statue with spikes for teeth, which, yeah, that's a cat. Ten out of 10 depiction, no notes. Fuck off. No. Oh, stop turning. Do actually complete the jump, though, yeah? Straight. Complete the jump straight. Not into the wall. There you go. It's like waving in an airplane piloted by a drunk. Except I suppose in this analogy I am in fact the drunk. Well, that hole actually exists. Which is good, because I don't know how I'm supposed to jump from here, because there's not enough space in the ceiling. I'm supposed to go like that? Probably, but then where next? Oh, that doesn't feel good. That is just particularly too high, but that is too far. Unless we're getting up there. Ooh, that's just enough. Okay, that's better. I don't think we've gone this vertical in a while. Hello. What, don't you want to play? It's getting stuffed full of oozy, not your idea of a good time. Yeah, now imagine for a second how I feel about the whole tearing me to pieces shtick you guys all have. Right, oh, that works. I hear you, asshole. And at the top of it all, a switch. I imagine in a game that was released 5 years later, we would have got a lovely animation of the thing's tongue just going, nah.
I never affiliate with anyone who isn't prepared to drown me in money.
And possibly espousing ironic capitalist dogma. Thank you for the gift sub there. Where's the tongue? Oh, is that it? That looks reddish. If I slide down here, am I met with success or death? Success! What the fuck is that? Oh, it was up in the sky. Okay. And we've already killed that panther. How clever of me. So we head to the switch. And we do not fall down that hole. Because if we do, then what will happen to us? Probably die? That feels like a long way. Only one way to find out! Yeah, that's a splat. That is a splat, crunch, kabugger it. Don't fall down that hole. Unless you save first and do it as an experiment. Let me get a door. This is it? Ah! 62 out of 63 pickups. Fuck that. We got business is finished. Finish unfinished business levels. 6.4% of players have this. Mew, finish Shadow of the Cat levels. 5.8% have that. How is that possible? How is it possible that more people have finished all 4 levels than have finished 2 of them? That doesn't make sense. That's functionally impossible. That can't be right. There cannot be 0.6% of people who have finished the entire set but haven't finished some of the levels in the set. It's a shame I jumped down the hole because my end deaths could have been 3, 2, 1. Oh. You reading the credits? A lot of Russian people worked on this game. To be clear, this is me speeding them up. This is not how they're supposed to look. took me 5 hours and 47 minutes to get through Unfinished Business. I found all 10 secrets. Missed 11 pickups. That's not many out of the 200 and something. I killed 147 creatures. I fired 6,500 shots and 5,100 of them hit something. I used 14 and a half mini packs and I walked nearly 26 kilometers. And that is Tomb Raider 1. Thank you for the interesting gift, Sam. I enjoyed that. I will enjoy the rest of it at a later time. Possibly sooner rather than later. I depends on the order of things, but there's a good chance we'll start Tomb Raider 2 after we take a look at Holonoptic, which we'll see. I can't promise that I will do a full start to end playthrough. Like, if we're getting into it, we will. If we aren't, then we will stop after a couple of streams. But we'll give it at least the Tuesday through Thursday, I think, is the best way to put it. I was told I could do a full run in 8 hours, but there's other people saying it takes longer than that, so that's why I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, the writing feels like Disco Elysium. The gameplay feels like Crusader Kings. That's how it's being sold, which is impressive. If I look at Steam's, you know how Steam will say more games like this. If I look at the more games like this for Holonoptic, we have Octopath Traveler, Tavern Keeper, Airport CEO, Prison Architect, Anno 1800. That looks like a porn game. Not Anno 1800, the one after it, which I will skip past. I don't have those filtered out on my Steam because some of their names and titles and stuff really are very entertaining. Generally, I just don't censor much out in the world because I'd rather see the things I'm dismissing so that I can dismiss them purposefully. News Tower, Tower Wizard, Wall Street Raider. Yeah, it's getting a lot of strategy game stuff. See, this is why I don't. This game is called Memoirs of a Battle Brothel. I have no idea what that's about, but that's a fantastic name. That's why I don't filter that stuff out, because you get gem names like that. The executive movie industry tycoon, Mandate of Heaven. That is definitely Chinese. So yeah, the more like this tab tells you absolutely nothing, but that's as normal. I will be back on Tuesday, and then we'll find out what kind of game it is. Fairly well.